Hey,
welcome back to Gimme A Minute podcast. It is your girl, Fanice.
Hey, guys, and I'm Brittany.
We are back with episode number 6.
Is it number 6?
6.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Come through. I'm so excited. We are slowly approaching episode 10.
We're going to do something special for episode 10.
Are we? We got to. We don't really have a choice. You met us back in the daytime. It's daytime again.
It's the morning show.
How exciting.
Late afternoon.
Well, yeah. But you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
So we're excited. We're back. We're just going to hop right on into it. It's been actually, we like to check in with each other, make sure we're all doing good. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You're
How
blessed
are you?
and highly favored. I'm here. Okay.
Yes.
I'm here by the grace of God.
By the grace.
Just to be a little transparent, my car just decided to just really do its own thing this weekend.
It drives itself.
My baby
It does its own thing.
My baby is over 10.
That's
so
fine.
She's,
preteen, independent
I just
thinker.
love her so much. She's really held me down.
For sure.
She has well over, not even well over, she's almost to her 200,000 mile mark.
Wow, you've been driving.
But I've been driving. That's my boo. My boo.
So you would say that your car has been around, huh?
My car has been around like Tupac.
Round
and round and go.
Loneliness.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, that's your jacket. That's her TLC Creek jacket. I love it. Yeah,
shout
out
to
T-Boz.
I don't know the word.
I love it. I love this.
Just let you guys know. I do a dance every show now.
Do you?
It's going to be a thing from now on. It's a segment that we're going to do, Brittany's Dance of the Week. Stay tuned.
I love it. So that was that one.
I'm a little out of breath. Not going to hold you. that little... Got your girl all right.
It was a two-step, literally. Warm. It wasn't even...
I don't know how they did it in full bodysuits.
They
pajama sets.
It was just a pajama set. It was still... It's
I ain't
fine.
got time.
You look good. You look blessed.
Thank you, girl. I had... last episode, we talked about my interview.
Yes, talk about that.
So we talked about the interview that I went on the last episode. If you haven't seen that, go on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe to Give Me a Minute podcast. You can find us wherever podcasts are found, Apple, Spotify, and Google. And so I went on my interview, right? And I had a virtual interview, I had an in-person interview, and I had another in-person interview. Well, no, I had 2 phone interviews.
Right.
No, phone, virtual, in-person.
Got it.
Needless to say, I didn't do well, and they told me so. At the interview, it was like, you're not the best. And I talked about it on the podcast. And actually, the lady called me the next day and was like, well, actually, we want you to work here.
So we lied.
So I basically.
Come on, sign this contract.
So actually, you're the best out of the bad people.
We were just testing you.
So you held adversity well.
Yes, come on.
And seeing as how you didn't crack.
Woman. That's a black woman.
It's a black woman. Black energy, okay?
Come on.
I gave them perseverance in my face.
You did that.
So they hired me, and so I got the job, and I start today. I'm going back to work.
Going back.
It's a lot.
So is that the one where you have to travel far?
No, this is another job. It's actually 3 minutes from my house, and I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm super excited about that. It's with the elderly, but it's a marketing position, and I'm really good at marketing stuff. And so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to tell everybody that's over the age of 90, come and see me. Come be with me. Tell your papa, tell your mama to come and live.
We'll talk offline.
What? You have some prospects?
No.
I was going to say, okay. So what are we talking about?
What? Okay. What do I do for a living?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk offline.
Okay. I don't want to cut you out of the process. But at the end of the day, I get commission, so I'm not going to pay you. So anyway.
Well, there's that.
I do. But I will.
Well,
you know what?
What?
We might look into it. Talk to me after work. After this.
We're going to have a section of Give Me a Minute. We're like, also, go visit Brittany with your old people.
I'm going to put in an ad.
You should.
Okay.
Have your hand on your hip.
Space on this show. How much is
on this show?
I don't know.
We'll talk about that later.
Everything's happening offline. Everything's happening now.
All the magic happens offline.
All the conversation that needs to be had.
The money made.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for you. We told you we are on Team Brittany.
Team
Brittany.
Brittany.
Know that. So
support
now
Black
you
women.
know all that love from Team Brittany allowed you to get that job. Praise
all that
God.
Positive. I felt it.
Feel it.
Positivity.
Feel it.
I feel it. It's like hypnotizing.
It's
I guess.
all there for you.
So
I guess we'll just go ahead and move right along in the show.
For the culture.
For the culture.
And it's really brief. Why? Because we have For the Culture Fridays. Happening every Friday on Instagram. Catch us live, okay? Because it goes down in the comments.
It does.
Can we talk about the last comment?
I was going to say, we had a good time, the last one.
Your Phaedra.
Oh, my comment?
The Phaedra comment was hilarious.
Okay, so I'll talk about it. Real brief here. There was we I don't know how we got into. Oh, it was that white man that was on Zoom, and he showed his penis. Man? He was a white man, a little nasty old white man. Okay. You're showing your penis on Zoom. You've done it before. You do it again.
Do you care to tell people what you're talking about?
We had a comment in this section of our For the Culture Fridays that we do live on Instagram. So the comments are live and they're always popping. And one participant came in the comments and decided to tell us her penis story.
Yes, we all had one, it seemed like.
And I think we've all been assaulted at one point in our lives, and hers was hilarious.
Yes.
So I just wanted to let you know that when you said everyone has a penis story and we all have one, I just want you to know I want to cut that up to blackmail you. That's it.
That's fine. That's fine.
We know it's fine.
I'm just saying words mean things. Syntax is a thing.
Here he goes.
Here he goes, producing.
Listen, I can't wait until the year anniversary of Gimme A Minute because we're gonna, take excerpts from the show with quotes. That is gonna be one. Okay,
it's gonna pop up often. I'm sure.
That is gonna be one. But we all have had one.
Yeah.
So that man, I talked about my story, my penis story with the guy I was on Facebook late at night when I was younger, and I think I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And the guy was talking to me on Facebook, and then I look down or whatever, and his profile picture had changed to his penis. And I asked him, like, why is your penis up here? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I looked again, and it's back to the original profile picture. So then my sister...
made you sound crazy.
He did. My sister then was like, yeah, God totally showed his penis to me in high school, and it was
Science
big.
class.
And I was like, well... I don't know if we needed the adjective, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, we didn't need all that. But it goes down in the comments for the Culture Friday. If you're not a part of our tribe of Gimme A Minute podcast, catch us over there live on Instagram at 7 p.m.
Every Friday.
We're
staying consistent.
So this is our For the Culture. It's going to be brief.
Yeah. Yep. This For the Culture today, we're going to talk about Tyler Perry. Madea.
From Madea's class reunion. Madea gives me a break. Madea.
Yeah. Madea gets a job. I'll name all. Madea gets a job. Madea's Happy Family.
Madea's Big Happy Family. Diary Man Black Woman.
Daddy on the Run.
Brothers, sisters.
Okay.
The Oval.
Okay, him.
It's too much.
They said he's sexy and he's attractive. Did
you see the picture?
The one he's standing up? Eric cannot.
I don't want you to comment on whether or not he looks good.
No, I seen the picture. I know.
So you saw the photo.
And I seen all the jokes too.
Eric cannot comment on whether this man looks good.
No, I won't.
I know. That's what I'm like. How you gonna ask him?
But I mean,
I'm not asking.
I mean, he was fit. Like he
looks good.
He didn't look like he was like slouching over the last 8 months.
Yeah, his posture was right.
It looks like the $1 billion is working. You know, he probably has
praise God.
He probably has a chef. He probably has.
Yeah, he probably does have all that.
Yeah, he probably has all that stuff on his compound.
Yeah, true.
Tyler Perry looks like he got a little piece of money, and I'm okay with that.
He got more than a piece.
I just want to see who's the beard connect, because that wasn't there before.
First of all, when you have $1 billion, it takes nothing for a little regrow. Okay,
wow,
you can patch you in a little piece of beard. Okay, you can make a connect.
And I just want to know if that's covered in the health insurance.
The beard connection.
Because I'd work down.
The jealousy's unbecoming.
No, that's not jealousy. I'm just thinking about think about it. I've been to quite a few adult only establishments in Atlanta.
Okay,
right. You put it together.
Let's talk about
right. But thing is, a lot of the workers there had braces.
Okay,
and I was trying to figure out what's the deal here, and it's a part of their plan.
The healthcare plan.
Yeah, they cover their braces for them.
They get health care at the strip club?
I don't know if they got health care, but I know that whoever, they cover their braces.
Really? Because braces is a big expense.
Yes.
Especially adult braces.
So to me, a business out of Atlanta, meaning Tyler Perry Studios, if there's a beard, the beard insurance and your health care is not too far-fetched.
But you know what? You probably have a point, because cosmetic stuff will probably be covered because he's an actor. Mm-hmm. So you can write off on his taxes.
Oh, yeah,
as a business expense.
Yeah.
Trust.
That is so smart.
So smart. So wise.
See, I told you I was gonna get there.
Full circle. You made the circle happen. Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you.
Y'all were trying to cut me out.
No, we're not. No, we're not trying to do that. So I still don't think he's, fine. They were calling, they did the
they did a little
stuff.
much. It was a pandemic.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I mean,
he looks great. Does he look good? I can't unsee Madea.
I can't
unsee Madea goes to jail. I'm looking at him like Madea.
Yeah, right.
That's Madea.
It's him. Like,
I don't unsee that.
I just feel like that. Sometimes you might be like talking to somebody and you hear them make like a sound or something like that, and you think it's something else. Like imagine him like you talking to him and you just hear hello like in the background. Every once in a while,
turned off. Immediately turned off. That's the only thing. It's like, and I know he's so tired of doing it too. That's why he killed her off and stuff. But
she's not dead.
She's not
did
dead.
This funeral thing.
He called her a whole B word and stuff.
Did he?
I thought he did. He was like
That's
tired of that bitch. I'm like, I don't blame you.
Because at the end of the day, that's what made you rich.
Well,
it's
touche. I mean, I love Madea. Tyler, I can't get the image out of my head. I love you. But other than that, I also can't imagine you having sex. You have a whole kid, and that really
he does have a child.
We don't know what that baby looks like, which I'm, impressed. You were able to keep your child away that long, but also I don't think anybody's seeking for his child. Like, what does his child look like?
We don't care.
Kind of like Monique's kids. Like, does anybody know what her twins look like now?
Monique has kids.
She has twins.
Monique has twins.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is a revelation. Yeah, Monique has twins.
This is breaking news to me.
See, nobody knew.
I had no idea.
I just thought when you only have one name, like you don't care about kids.
I got it.
Yeah,
because like, what are you gonna give them? Like, you gonna call him like his name is like, oh, it's Eric Monique. Like that's like
got it.
First name, last name.
What is Monique's last name?
I don't know. Parker.
It's this because it's not there. Okay,
it's just
her husband's the King Sydney.
Oh,
Sydney's her husband.
We'll say that for
get it off your chest.
No, for Friday.
For Friday.
We'll save that discussion for another day. So get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Would you like to start, Brittany? I'll let you start.
Okay, so this is the first of mini segments. Well, this is the second of mini segments. We started this segment on the last show, Get It Off Your Chest, just meaning things that we want to stand up on our own personal soapboxes and get off our chest. So my pet peeve, or my get it off your chest, and it's not really a big thing. It's just, for me, when I'm speaking to someone, I like to see what their eye contact, because you know what? 90% of communication is nonverbal. Is it 90? It's something in the realm of percentages.
Sounds about right.
We'll allow it. See,
so there you go. So it's a percentage of something that is nonverbal. 80% of communication, we can split the difference, say 85% of communication is nonverbal. So I want to be able to communicate with you. And then if we're having a conversation and we're having it face to face, I would rather have us conversate. Like when we're talking, not Fenice in particular. It's just other people, because Fenice is really good at being present in the moment. Some people can't multitask, is what I found out.
Oh, yes.
And I've had to repeat myself to certain people, and that's a pet peeve, because it's like, honestly, whatever you're doing currently,
yes,
just give me 2 seconds. And I've been to like places like big box stores, for example, like, I don't know, Best Buy or whatever. Like you're in a department store, you're in Dillard's, or you're walking around the mall, and people will answer the phone and they'll be like, oh, hold on a second. And they'll get the phone. Or I've been at restaurants, they'll say, oh, let me pick up my order. And they'll say, give me just a second, let me answer this. And it's like, I really just want to get my stuff and go. So I think the phone could be an interference sometimes.
That's fair.
Just as a personal pet peeve that I've been through this week. And it's like, can I pick up my spicy chicken? And they're like, yeah, just a second. And they'll take an entire order. And I'm like, I'm seriously just here to get my spicy chicken.
Just your spicy chicken.
So,
wow.
It's a thing.
That is a whole thing. I mean, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Look at me when I'm speaking. That way you can see the glare coming off my eyes, my eye sockets. You can feel the heat of my vision.
Yeah.
Being aggravated with you.
That's so important to just make yourself aware.
Mine is simple. Mine is always simple, though. What's yours? Because yours is always deeper.
I'm not cussing out that carrier today. My get it off my chest is more so with, I think it's a mixture of things, right? So it's like, I'm just so sick of people and their racist ass fucking shit. I'm so sick of y'all doing that shit. and trying to demean other people. Also tied into that is that like I'm just so tired of feelings and emotions. Like, so I'll start with the racism shit. Like I'm like, I just don't get it. What are y'all mad about? What are y'all really mad about? Okay, like all of the confrontation
Tell
and
them
stuff.
why you're in this mood.
Oh, I'll be honest.
Be honest.
Yes.
Give us some background as to why you may be feeling a little more pro-black than usual
These
today.
past couple of episodes, E has been like, have y'all watched Lovecraft Country? And Brittany has. Me and my fiance started this past weekend.
Good show.
It's great. It's just, I had to take a break after that first episode because it was just a lot of racism. And it's like, I'm already dealing with this shit outside. You know what I'm saying? And then to have to watch it for a good 45 minutes. It's a lot.
I mean, to your point, and not to cut you off, but to your point, Lovecraft Country is like super explicit, but they also do like have... They take care of it in the end.
I mean, praise God, because if
like
I didn't have that, what would I
fine.
do? I'd be like, Brittany, I can't come in today. It's just too much.
I can't. I'm calling out.
The monsters coming up in the nick of time. I'm like, thank you, finally somebody coming in and saving the fucking day. Like, I'm just so sick. I'm like, white people, what is y'all beef? What is y'all beef with us?
It's not all white people.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
It's not all. Not
Like,
all the
dang,
whites.
what did we do to y'all?
We here, Give Me a Minute, are very accepting and open.
Golly, like,
We
damn.
accept
Because
all
what it
people.
turns out to be is like, especially
all
some of y'all
races.
white men that's racist, y'all really just want to have sex with
Creed,
us and then
color,
relieve yourselves. Like, that's
religion,
really what it is.
doesn't
Y'all are
matter.
turned on by us that y'all so fucking mad.
Here at Give Me a Minute, we are open to everyone.
if you are not a racist white person, then this doesn't apply to you. You shouldn't be offended. The fuck?
You're not
Like,
gonna be offended.
anyway, like I'm saying, feelings and emotions fucking suck. Because why would I feel like this if I didn't have any? I'm so sick of it. I really just feel like, honestly, it's my ancestors coming up through me and just being like, yeah, this is what we went through, sis. And I'm like, but why? Why?
It is very much so that.
Why?
It's a lot of emotion. Lovecraft Country will put you in your feelings.
Yeah, I was in my feelings, y'all.
But
So I have a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What episode are you on now?
I'm 8.
she hadn't even finished.
Oh, you're 8?
I'm
I'm not finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to take a
No, because
relief.
I want to say if this is all from episode 1, I'm like, bruh,
Just don't even watch the show. Just hang it up.
like, well, you know what? We'll give you the cliff notes.
Listen.
No, seriously, because that last episode, honestly, y'all, it was the one where the two white police officers spit on the girl
Yeah, that was-
and did
that
that
was
curse. Oh,
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was like, girl, I need you to summon, somebody and just get their ass.
But it's a lot, I think, a deep conversation with Lovecraft Country. I don't think we're appreciating in the moment here. Because Lovecraft
what
Country
is it?
has an extensive conversation behind the thought. Kind of like with Get Out or with Us.
Yeah.
There is a lot of context, a lot of subcontext you have to kind of get into with Lovecraft Country. I think it's not as simple as racism, because you saw what she changed over into the white lady.
Yeah. Oh,
And you saw how
God.
the transformation and how bloody and gory that was,
Yes.
and how we were taken on a sort of a road trip, and how she was acting in this white lady's body. And at first she liked it, and then all of a sudden
course.
it wasn't as appealing as it turned out to be.
Right.
There's a lot of sub-conversation that doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
isn't really vocalized in the show. I think it's brilliant.
it's a great
and,
show.
And on top of that, there's a whole book out there that this is based off of.
Yeah.
That, it's a whole nother layer, I think. I think I might go pick it up.
I might,
too.
just for the nuance of it. I think the show,
I have
it.
some things holding me back about the book because I don't know the full context in which the author wrote it, but the author is not a black person,
Right.
basically. So I was just like, okay,
that's what's turning you off, that they're a non-black author.
Well, I mean, not necessarily turning me off. I'm just a little more apprehensive of the scope,
Yeah.
of the lens in which he's speaking, and if he's going to be talking about black issues.
Yeah.
That's the part.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because
Yeah.
it's like there's a lot of people who've touched this after him, like in terms of like the film and all the stuff like that, or the show, that I'm just hoping that it's not.
We'll see.
Yeah.
White man or
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, that doesn't,
Because basically a lot of the characters changed. Like
Okay.
like Christina was basically was a white man in the book.
Really?
Yeah. D is a boy in the book.
Oh.
Okay.
So that there's things that changed.
They've changed.
That, you know, so a part of me thinks that the author wrote himself as Christina.
Oh.
Because or who we know as Christina. Because it's one of those things that, you know, all just kind of like put themselves in there and stuff like that. And if you can think about it, like Christina doesn't really come off as like a villain, like on surface level, you know, so that's just something.
Wow.
See, I'm interested in the book. I'm interested in how it's the nuance of it all. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. But I mean, it will put you in that headspace though of like sheer
It wasn't
rage.
as bad as Watchmen for me though.
Yeah, Watchmen. The Tulsa scene was, and Watchmen was just something else. It was really, but when you think about it,
like it was something like about Watchmen and that opening scene. This felt worse than like pulling, like, you know, ripping the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
It just like ripped the Band-Aid off and it took your arm with it.
Yeah, no, Watchmen was significant. Like you had to really sit through that opening scene in Tulsa and really be like, dang, that really happened to him.
No, and it's real.
And that was a real terrorist act that never.
So maybe that's what my get it off my chest is racism. Like y'all
I'm over it.
funky ass.
I'm over racism.
Racist people still out here racism.
Stop it. Stop racism.
Stop it.
That's a word. I like that.
Yeah, no,
Stop
quit.
racisizing.
Leave us alone.
That racism is racism.
Racism.
Stop it. Stop racism. We're so sick of y'all.
Leave us alone.
Stop teaching y'all little badass kids to be racist too. We sick of y'all. I'll fight a kid.
Trump supporters. My thing is, if you have a Trump supporter and I'm a Trump supporter,
I'll fight your child.
The Pence sign.
Yeah.
You're basically telling us you're
No,
racist.
but you are.
Like, I'm a racist. Look at my sign. MAGA.
Here I am.
But
racist.
Like we said, go vote. If you haven't voted, use your voice. Go vote.
We don't care that Kyle Cunningham cheated on his wife.
Kyle Cunningham is also on the ballot. We don't care about that.
We don't care nothing about that. Y'all gonna stop pushing that down my throat.
Why you in that grown man business?
I don't care nothing about you cheating on your wife, sir.
All these commercials with Kyle Cunningham is not the best for this.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you about his wife. We're not concerned about their marital status. We don't know. He might be single tomorrow.
It was also not one. It was also not one woman. It was
okay. Bring all of them and all of y'all do y'all.
Come on, concubines.
He's a multitasker.
So if all of them was quarantining, and how'd she get in the house?
You said what now?
If everyone's supposed to be quarantining, how did the word that you said? Said concubine, right?
It's called being in. Oh my gosh! Lick this microphone. It's coronavirus for sure. It's called being. What is it called? Ingenuity.
Oh.
He has multitasking down pat. I don't care what they say. Tom Tillis is not a multitasker.
He's not.
Clearly. You can juggle 3 or 4 women.
You're looking at the positives.
I'm looking at the positives. That's on your resume.
Yep.
I am a multitasker. Yeah. Data entry. I can text 60,000 words.
I can please
people
chat. All at one time.
People pleaser.
That's what
Kyle Cunningham got my vote.
He got my vote.
That's what it's kind of like. Okay.
I'm in
Go ahead, Kyle. Ain't you a player?
Think about it. He's responsible. He still pays for the bills at home while paying the bills of other people.
He's still treating, dipping and tipping.
Is a crypt keeper.
Allegedly.
Tom Tillis is a crook.
Allegedly.
I don't know. We don't know any of this.
Yeah.
For sure.
We
just know that Cal, you're doing all right.
You're doing all right with me.
You want to do the tweet of the week?
Tweet of the week.
Stay tuned.
So tweet of the week is basically our tweet that we are able to find and love forever and share with you guys. So mine is from Zian. XIAN_Bell. He said, I was raised by a single mom growing up, and she knew I was scared of Busta Rhymes. So whenever she wanted me to go to sleep, she would cut off all the lights in the apartment and scream, "Wah!" I was like, that's great.
First of all, why are you scared of Busta Rhymes?
Well, it was probably because of his videos. They were a little creepy, like the "Give Me Some More" video with the,
Oh well, yeah.
That's a little creepy. That's a lot.
I mean, that definitely looked like Jigabobo from Lovecraft.
Didn't it? I was so sick of them. I said, all this liturgical dancing. Like, what is going on? Y'all crumping and stuff. I'm so sick of it. Kill them, girl.
Kill them.
She over there swinging in the air and stuff.
I just
help
can't.
That baby.
I can't.
How we get back here? I'm sorry.
I can't.
Yes.
Clearly. We've been watching this show.
I'm sorry. Do you have one?
I have one.
Give it to us. Please.
Okay, so this one is from at Tula Sachs.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry I butchered that. So it's a 2-parter. Okay. And then we have a reply from at King Felix G.
Great.
So Tularak says, as a female, any shoe size over 6 is a bit cringy. And then his reply says, amen to this. Don't nobody want to rub on some clown feet. And so my thing is, a size 6 is what you have to go in? No, not a size 6, because I don't know anybody with size 6 foot, to be quite honest.
Damn, size 6, y'all?
Size 6. Anything over, she's saying anything over a size 6.
Oh, it's a girl feet. Saying that.
Yes. And
girl, if you don't sit your little ass down, nobody care about all that little ass body you over here working with.
I mean, I don't have a size 6.
I don't either, but shit, like, don't nobody care about your small ass toes. Somebody ain't trying to rub no what feet?
Clown feet.
Clown feet. Fuck y'all. How about that?
You're on it today. I just want to let you know.
That damn
You're on
Lovecraft
a lot.
I'm so sorry.
You're on like a 10 speed today.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the Lovecraft in you.
It's really Lovecraft.
You got to stop watching this show.
I'm gonna finish it. I'm here now. I'm gonna finish it.
You are here now. I had to take a break. I'm trying to watch something else.
6 feet. Like, I mean, a size 6. I don't know anybody either. I don't have a size.
Were they talking about women's feet or men's feet?
Yeah, she was like basically saying if your foot is over a size 6, then
I mean, but she's saying that as if you can control that.
You have zero control over how large your foot grows. Right. I don't have. My feet are kind of wide, but I have high arches, so finding shoes are very difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't have a big foot, so I'll buy a size up to have comfortable shoes.
Listen,
after you get a certain age, she got to be in her 20s, because I could care less about the size of my foot.
I also feel like a lot of us just find little things to nitpick at. Like,
to be superior.
You didn't have to even go there talking about some damn toes.
You didn't have to tweet that.
Girl, all right, girl.
People will find anything to feel superior about.
Yeah, it's all right, Shug.
6 shoe. Who cares?
Okay, sis. You take your size 6 and sit on it. How about that? Have a good day.
Where'd you get that from? Happy Days?
No,
Monday, Tuesday, Happy Day.
I'm a little peeved today.
I see you on your Nick at Night slurs. That's a bunch of malarkey. Did you watch the debate?
No, girl. You know I ain't watched that damn debate.
Girl, what Joe Biden said. That's a bunch of malarkey.
He said malarkey?
Yes.
All right, Joe.
He said malarkey. He was throwing it out there like it was. Trump was like, oh, there malarkey. You go.
Oh, that's it. That hurt him, Joe. That was the one.
That was a low blow.
Malarkey.
If you have,
watch your mouth saying all that
basically
stuff.
watch your mouth. How dare you disrespect me by saying malarkey to me in front of my family? Okay,
Donald Trump still can't hold his wife's hand.
Melania ain't having it. Melania call him a malarkey when she gets backstage. Got me your malarkey. He was like, oh, twice in one night. I call him malarkey, man.
Damn it. I can't get away from this malarkey.
Can't do anything right. It's a bunch of malarkey.
Okay, guys. That was fun. I had a good time once again.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Give me a minute segment. Hey, y'all. We back. Give me a minute segment today. So, first of all, before we start, we just want to say like, share, and subscribe. When you see this, make sure you share with your friends. Also, be sure to join us in the live chat when this premieres on YouTube.
We're live in the
going down. Okay,
we're live in the comments with you.
Today, we're going to talk about self-care, and communication.
Yes,
it's going to go hand in hand. We're going to bring it around town anyway, like we always do. So, I've noticed that I do a lot, right? My mind goes a mile a minute. So I'm really in my mind trying to figure out what to do next. Like, as soon as I resolve one thing, I'm moving on to whatever the next thing is. Because that's just how I do. But I noticed that I get burnt out that way. I get burnt out that way with not just making a list of things I need to get done. And with that, I then neglect myself. I don't take care of myself the way I should because I'm so in tune with trying to get stuff done. So I've had to take a break this weekend. I had to take a break from Gimme A Minute, from the wedding, from a lot of stuff. I allowed myself to be able to just chill out for the weekend. And it felt weird. It felt like I wasn't being productive with anything. It felt like I should have just, done other things instead. But I mean, I got through it. It was a good time though.
I understand. Being a list checker is difficult.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel productive when you're not doing things.
Right.
And it's so difficult to get out of that mind frame of saying, you know what, if I'm not producing for other people, then I'm not producing at all.
Yeah.
When in actuality, you are producing because you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
You people can only do, you can only give what's in you. So I get it. Self-care is very, very important. Self-care in any form for me is very important. I am a total believer in taking care of yourself first so that you are 100% for the people around you. Whatever that means for you. You may not have time to go out and, get your nails done or get your feet done like I do, or go get your hair done or whatever, maybe reading a book or whatever. And the communication piece though, I have a problem with that.
How so?
I just don't like it. I don't like communicating.
What? I mean,
I don't like it.
You communicate with me very well, so I'm very confused about why you don't like it.
I find it completely exhausting to have to communicate, especially when it comes to emotions or feelings. Like you were saying earlier in your get off your chest. I'm super over emotions and feelings and the liberal snowflakes.
I'm with you.
So over it. I want to be able to say,
what are snowflakes?
I just want to throw that in there.
Are you channeling Tommy right now?
Channeling Tommy Lauren.
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm just like, I don't communicate very effectively. I feel like when I don't want to, like I will shut down in a second. If there's nothing in it for me, conversation. This is reality for me. I give Molly energy, like from Insecure. Man. If you haven't seen the show, it's amazing.
Great.
So I can be Big Molly sometimes. I don't communicate well. If it's not serving me in this season, I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to chat. I'll shut down. I'd rather walk away with all my feelings bottled up in a cup than to deal with it and hash it out with you.
Yeah.
It depends on the relationship too. But we've had this conversation before on our previous episodes. If you have not seen them, you better go back in that playlist and look at them. I will cut somebody off in a second. Okay? It means nothing to me to snip and prune that tree. Okay? But it's the relationship to me is worth it. I'll dive in a little more, but only to a certain extent.
And I guess that's where we're different because, with you saying, like, I'll cut you off in a minute. I'm like, but why do you want to leave me? What did I do? Is there anything that I can do better? Like
that's what I'm saying. I have no feeling regarding that.
Oh, man.
Because I'm A100, a perico, okay? It don't get no better than this. So if you want to walk away, then that's on you to do.
But and I guess that's the thing with me. Because I'm just like, oh, man, because a part of me, the beginning of whatever tiff we're going through will say, I don't care, whatever, do your thing, fuck it then. And then like later on that next day I'm like, we could have worked this out. It didn't have to get like that. I'm sorry. We could have worked it out. I'm getting in tune with that. That has a lot to do with what's the word I'm looking for? It has a lot. I feel like that has a lot to do with just wanting to hold on too tightly to things and trying to control everything, which is something else that I'm fixing.
Controlling things.
Yeah, that is me all day. Like I have to control the outcome. I have to control how it goes. I have to maybe not even control, but I just have to know. Like as long as I know why you're mad, as long as I know why you're leaving, as long as I know why you're sad with me. Is it really closure if I just know why you're mad or why you're upset?
For you, it would be.
That's closure?
Because, and let's say, for instance, because if you need that from me, I'm the type of personality that will not be able to give that to you.
Right.
Because sometimes, knowing myself, I don't feel obligated to. I'm not a ghoster. I think that's toxic.
Yeah.
But this is not working out for me. I will pick up my purse and I will leave just for my own sanity. I don't do that well. Like what you need, I don't do well.
But that's different. You saying this isn't working out for me is different than you, I guess, ghosting than saying like,
ghosting is toxicity.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think I will kind of rev back on that. Cause even if you say like, well, I know this isn't working. I'm like, but why?
So I have a question.
Saying.
Yeah.
To expand on what Brittany's saying. So do you say that you can't do that because there's like a certain threshold? There's like, is it the wrong person
Yes, it depends on the relationship. Like my relationship with Fenice goes back too far for me not to communicate anything. But let's say if I just met Fenice like a couple of weeks, months, maybe even a year ago,
it's going to be significantly lower than
my obligation to you. I don't feel obligated to you. I feel like
that's normal.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is normal. So I'm not a big communicator anyway. So
But you just said that you want, when you are talking to somebody, you want them to be in the moment.
Yeah, be in the moment, have the conversation that we're currently having. Don't,
So that you want to communicate when you want to communicate.
Yeah, on my terms. I mean, no, it depends on the communication too, though.
I just want.
It can be lighthearted.
I just wanted to see if you're hearing what you're saying.
It's not a contradictory because let me tell you why. Because it depends on the type of communication, like feelings and emotions and stuff like that. I don't do well, so we're probably not going to talk about that. If we're talking about what we're having for dinner, and if you're like, and I repeat myself 6 times because you're simply not paying attention, that's just a pet peeve. But if we're talking about, hey, our relationship needs to go to the next level, or hey, I feel like when you do this, my mind simply says, exit, go away, shut this down, make that person feel good about themselves, get your stuff. There's an exit on the first floor, and leave immediately. That's what my mind says. Retreat.
I was about to say, it sounds like everybody, let's go. Everybody get out.
Yeah, get out. It's fire. Abort mission. They feel a ways. Go ahead, girl. You're the best. No one should ever doubt you. And I get my stuff. I get on my phone. Yes, Fenice. Let me tell you, I've done that before. I've had friends that invited me out to places, and I've called Fenice and said,
she did.
I don't need any more friends.
She was like, girl,
you're my only friend.
I can't wait till we go back out, girl. I was like,
and this is truth. Okay, I don't need a lot of friends. I don't need you guys. Okay. But I'm saying, when we're having a simple conversation and you're just sitting on your phone, that's dumb to me. Don't do that because I have to repeat myself. But if you're talking about feelings, no, leave me out of it.
Leave you out of the feelings conversation.
Talk to your therapist.
Because I'm all there. I'm all so.
You are very touchy.
So go deeper.
So how do you feel? You're a Yala Van Zandt. You're in the grass.
I'll get there in a minute. I sure will.
You're in the grass.
So
speaking to the earth.
Speaking to that hole. Speaking to that hole. That's
speaking
me.
To the hole.
That's me.
I can't.
That is definitely
that is you.
Me. I don't mind it because I was just it's neat. Like he said, words mean things, right? So it's just it's deeper and deeper. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's me. That's me all day. I'd rather you just express yourself about how you really feel, whether it's good or bad. Because if you don't, then it's just left in the air, and you're left feeling, if you leave me with just thoughts, then it's a train wreck. My mind is going all which way while you're living your best life. But the thing about that is, karma is always going to come around and hit you in that fucking ass. So you always have to be mindful how you end things, right? Or how you communicate things. Mm-hmm. Not even walk away, but if there's a disagreement of some sort, it's important to be mindful of how can I communicate how I feel to this person without hurting their feelings, sounding brash, or coming off the wrong way, because that's easy to do. But I just feel like, even if I just feel like you do owe the person maybe not an explanation, but just saying something.
Saying something. But your happiness is not my responsibility.
This is very true.
What I say should not. What I say in our relationships,
mm-hmm.
if it affects you to the point where you're going to be unhappy, that is not on me to do.
That's accurate.
I'm sorry that you're going to be unhappy, but this is how I feel. So I have to be honest with myself,
mm-hmm.
collect myself, and tell you and be honest with how I feel. I'd rather be honest with myself and walk away than for you to be happy.
Oh, no. But that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Being honest and saying, this isn't working. Now for me, if you're asking me personally, I do like the little cuz X, Y, and Z. But if that's not beneficial for you, I don't see anything wrong with saying, this isn't working.
I need to.
This is it. We're not
friendships,
going
relationships, whatever.
All of it. But I do feel like you should say, this is over. Not just, all right, I'm going to fade to black. Like that, to me, that's very immature.
Yeah, ghosting is very toxic.
And it gives me passive aggressive vibes.
It's very
I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with the whole situation. So I'd rather bounce out. I don't
That's my energy. I like that. I'd rather not deal with it. And so I'm going to bounce out. But I'll tell you why. I'll I have no problem being confrontational. I will tell you what's going on at the time.
You'll just say, this isn't working for me. Yeah. And that's that. And that's different than saying, I don't even want to, right, then totally avoid you.
I'm an avoider too, though. I must admit.
Well, that's open. That's being open and honest.
Being honest. I will avoid the situation in a second.
Just because you don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, because I'm bad at emotion. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get into this with you. I don't value our relationship to that extent. I could care less. I'm not going to return calls. I'm not going to answer text messages. Leave me alone.
That goes into boundaries too, though. Like
boundaries.
If somebody is telling you that they don't want anything else to do with you, that is a good time for you just to start reaching out. Like that. Leave it alone. That's it. Don't let somebody tell you they don't like you twice. Like, if they told you that one time, then go ahead.
What, Eric? Oh, I thought you were talking to us.
Dang, do you hear him? Do you hear her?
I don't appreciate it. You have anything to say? Now he's quiet. Now you want to be mute.
I was just trying to tell you that there was 5 minutes left. That's it.
Okay, well, fine. We're gonna wrap up.
I mean, yeah.
You have anything to say? Do you communicate well?
Yes. So I lean more on the side of over communication. I think that basically over communicating, like, it basically there's like a sense of transparency. Right. Oh. And by over communicating, it's not like saying like you telling people stuff that like doesn't matter, but it's just like if you say, hey, like I've been thinking about this, right? So it doesn't come off as like that is something that came from left field when I actually decide to have a full blown conversation about it. Mm-hmm. But of course, this doesn't go for like people, like random people. Like this is I'm assuming we're talking more about like people that you have like
significant
relationships with,
friendships and relationships and such, family members.
Right. So I'm very, I don't want to say honest, but I'm honest, but it's one of those things that I just over communicate.
Open.
Yeah.
As an open ear.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for your service today. Round of applause for them.
Thank you.
I get it.
Yeah, I just think that with communication, that the reason why I feel like people don't want to communicate is because there's a sense of like wanting to protect themselves, right? And they always say like we have this natural feeling of wanting to be right as people, right? Yeah. So it's one of those things like you're telling yourself that if I communicate with this person, they are going to hurt me, right? But my things, but you got to give yourself a little bit of grace because it's like I would hope that people have like a natural bullshit meter, right? And they will realize like you're not going to expose yourself to somebody who is going to use that against you.
Yeah, no.
And then if they do, then you act accordingly, right? And the thing is like that's when that person realizes that, oh man, like it was better with them here than you gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like that about everybody. That's some wise insight.
Yeah. Well, that brought it right back around. Y'all stay tuned for You Got This.
You Got This. All right, guys, welcome back to Gimme A Minute. This is our You Got This segment. Our You Got This segment is full of affirmations and life, okay? This is our light and love and light segment. Mm-hmm. So we want to let you know that you got this, okay? And I'm going to take a little spin on this one because I was having a conversation with somebody. You know what my conversation was? I was having a conversation with someone and they let me know that you are okay to trust people. It's okay. It's okay to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to trust again. Because sometimes, sometimes we get into situations, into spaces that we are damaged, we are hurt, we are left vulnerable, we are left open without closure as to why it happened or what happened. So we have to gather ourselves up, close ourselves off, and we heal incorrectly. You know how when you break a bone, and that you do have to take it to the doctor. I've never broken a bone, but when you break a bone, you go to the doctor and they reset it sometimes because they want it to heal properly.
Yes, God.
Right? So when you go to the doctor and you go to the orthopedic surgeon, sometimes they have to go through and reset some things in order for it to heal correctly so you can walk again, function again appropriately. And that's what happens to us sometimes when our trust is broken. We don't have it reset and therefore it heals incorrectly.
Wow.
So when you go through your life and look at those situations in your life where your trust has been broken, you have been violated, and rightfully so. Sometimes people have done us wrong. Okay.
Yes,
and we have every reason to be hurt, to be damaged, and to hold on to that pain. But we have to go through and say, you know what can I do to reset this, to learn to trust again, to heal again, so I can love appropriately and love correctly and walk in love the way that I am designed to, and I can receive love the way people wish to give it to me. Because sometimes we don't receive love appropriately because we don't know, because we haven't been healed correctly. So in this segment, I want you to know that it's okay to trust. Okay to take that little piece of nugget information and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on somebody else again. I'm going to risk everything and go for it again. I'm going to apply for that job I don't feel like I'm qualified for. I'm going to talk to that person at my job. I feel like we can maybe be friends or we have something in common or whatever. It's okay to do that. Talk to that guy, talk to that girl, go out, live your best life, because it's okay. You won't get hurt this time. And even if you do, guess what? Cut them off, baby. Cut them off and keep going.
Jesus.
Cut them off and keep going, because you're the best you can be. Okay.
Right. So the affirmation is, it's okay to trust.
It's okay to trust.
That's the affirmation for this episode. It's okay to trust. Hey. And we are thankful that you have trusted us with your time.
Okay.
Hello, come on, bring it back around.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. Okay. We want to thank y'all for joining us today. Again, this is your girl, Fanice.
This is Brittany.
We hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye.